Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
Welcome, I'm Mike Draper sitting in for Sam Shad, and we're talking about money today. It is tax season after all, so we're joined by Deanna Cervantes, the Vice President of Social Impact for SCE Federal Credit Union, on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Big R in Sparks is located on Bering Boulevard next to Smith's and across from Reed High School. It's a 50,000 square foot chick magnet. March is chick season at Big R. All locations. Cute, adorable, and save 10% on all chick feed and supplies. Bring the kids. Chick season at Big R. Hardware, chicks, and a whole lot more.
Find your pot of gold at Carson Valley Inn during the Leprechaun Loop Progressive giveaways. Jackpot progresses $2,500 each drawing night up to $20,000. And $10,000 in grand prize giveaways guaranteed Saturday, March 30th. Get your share of Leprechaun loot at the Carson Valley Inn.
As you know, Reno is booming. Toll's Development Company is helping it grow with insightful design and development, building community with every project, adding beauty, adding excitement, emphasizing our shared humanity. Reno is becoming bigger. Toll's Development is helping it become better, more livable, more enjoyable. To learn more, go to tollsdevelopment.com. tollsdevelopment.com.
Story County is leading Nevada. Home of the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center, Google, Tesla, Panasonic, and other world-leading companies. Story County provides thousands of tech, advanced manufacturing, and logistics careers for Nevadans. We're diversifying and driving Nevada's economy and generating millions in tax revenue and billions in economic activity across northern Nevada. Story County is leading Nevada's future.
Save money and take transit. Did you know you can ride the bus all day for less than what it would cost you for a gallon of gas? Plan your trip now by going to rtcwashoe.com.
This is Nevada Newsmakers with host Sam Shad, a no-holds-barred political forum. Now, from the Nevada Newsmakers broadcast headquarters, here is Sam Shad.
Welcome to an all-new Nevada Newsmakers. Filling in for Sam Shad, I'm Mike Draper, and I'm joined today by Deanna Cervantes, the Vice President of Social Impact for SCE Federal Credit Union. Diana, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Diana, before we get started, or as we get started, tell us a little bit about who SCE Federal Credit Union is.
Absolutely. So we're actually a not-for-profit financial cooperative. We provide safe, affordable, and responsible financial services. We're actually member-owned. We serve, 70,000 members. We've been around for 70 years, and we really focus our work in two states, Southern Nevada and Southern California.
Now, Diana, we hear a lot of talk, and I know there's some people that are going to, this question might be kind of a basic question, but I've heard a lot of people ask the question, what's the difference between a credit union and a bank?
Yeah, Mike, that's a really good question. So credit unions really do exist to serve people. We're not just equitable, but we're responsible. And as a mission-driven organization, we actually have a fiduciary responsibility to be good stewards of our members' money. So we lead in advocacy efforts, we develop innovative products and services. Really, our goal is to not only lead like a strategic business model, but we also serve like the most vulnerable communities in our own backyards. And banks are typically for-profit entities that are owned by shareholders and often have a responsibility that solely, relies on profits more than the community's needs.
Obviously, we're coming up on tax season. This is an intimidating time of year for a lot of people. Why is it important, especially in today's economic times, for people to be financially literate?
Absolutely. That's actually a really good question. And as a credit union, we got to remember that our mission is really to uplift communities through knowledge, access, and care. Our focus is all around education, and we do several things to be able to help the community. When you talk about tax season, we specifically partner with mission-driven organizations that support VITA. And VITA is a volunteer income tax assistance program that is actually aligned to the IRS. We're able to help people file their taxes, those that are underserved, making less than $64,000 a year. We have developed products and services that help transition those people into the formal financial mainstream. And we've also done a couple other things. We created a Center for Financial Empowerment, also known as the CFE. We specifically with the CFE, focus on youth, young adults, and families education. Our goal is really to educate the youth with knowing how to be an adult later in life. So we take this program into local schools, community colleges, even partnering with UNLV. We do this great simulation where the youth actually make the decisions as if they were adults. We're there to support, we're there to educate them, and really allow them an opportunity to not only learn about making those choices later in life, but even when choosing maybe perhaps higher education, something that we really want to promote. And we're so proud that in just 2023, we were able to reach over 4,000 students that attended more than 50 different workshops through our program. And this really allowed the community to give them a better understanding of how to live, in the future, how to be able to do different things. And another thing that we're doing that we're extremely proud is a first in Nevada, really a historic situation. We partnered with the Mexican consulate in Las Vegas, and the goal is to really scale up financial education by accepting the matricula consular, especially around tax season. A lot of our community, in our own backyards, does not have access to responsible banking. And SCE Credit Union was able to not only provide alternative ID requirements, but be able to bank the community at large. And that really helps us align with cities, with local counties, and really be able to partner with local organizations as well, and really create good work.
And I kind of want to get into that when we come back from commercial and talk about some of the efforts for the underserved communities and the need to work with underserved communities on financial literacy. So we'll hit that right when we come back. We'll be back on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Like a traditional handmade basket, retail is woven into the fabric of life in Nevada. From big box to mom and pop, retail supports our communities in countless ways. Jobs for the disabled, team uniforms for kids, help for the elderly, and so much more. Retail employs over 1 in 10 workers. Retail supports Nevada, and we support retail.
RANNV.org.
Pro Group Management is the place where companies can find workers' comp solutions that are designed to meet their specific business requirements. As regulations evolve, Pro Group takes a proactive approach to clear the path to make sure your business stays ahead of the curve. Knowing your workers' comp program is optimized, you can focus on other important matters related to your growing business. Pro Group Management, workers' comp that works for you.
Early in the morning or throughout the night, professional truck drivers are on the job, serving you, safely moving freight that's crucial to our economy. From the oldest industries to our newest innovators, from the exotic to the everyday, trucks are everywhere, moving everything. Never afraid to embrace a future that makes Nevada and our nation stronger. Trucking moves America forward.
What do you count on? You count on your power every day. At NV Energy, we've always powered what's important to you, but we're not looking at the past. We're focused on the future. While our standards are high, our rates will remain low. And our commitment to renewables isn't just meeting standards, but leading the way. Because you can count on more than just your power. You can count on the company who brings it to you. That's our promise. You can count on it.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers. I'm Mike Draper, filling in for Sam Chad, and I'm joined today by Diana Cervantes, the Vice President of Social Impact for SCE Federal Credit Union. Diana, before commercial, you mentioned a little bit about some of the efforts that you all and others are doing to reach underserved communities and help them with financial literacy. To expand on that a little bit more, how do you work with underserved communities? What is the importance for those people? I've seen some headlines recently. I think that we sometimes forget that financial literacy is important across income brackets, across communities. So what all are you doing to address that?
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. It's such an important topic, especially as we look at the community that often does not transition into the formal financial mainstream or uses high cost check cashers or predatory lenders. We really focus with alignment with mission-driven community-based organizations. And as mentioned with the Mexican consulate, we've taken it a notch up and really opened up our ID requirements and guidelines to be able to become a more inclusive organization, regardless of immigration status. And additionally, we are one of the few organizations that still do one-on-one coaching. And that has really allowed us an opportunity to identify the true needs of the community. We've created credit builder products. We've done so much in small dollar loans. We've really been able to really hone into the needs of the community and even create a non-custodial youth account to be able to support foster and homeless youth. And this really allows a certain level of empowerment with not only protecting their money, but helping them by introducing them into the formal financial mainstream and really introducing them to a credit union so that as they move on through life, we can be there for the long haul and really drive forward a lot of the, wishes and dreams that they also want to accomplish.
So let's talk a little bit about younger people. And you mentioned college, higher education, and efforts around youth. There's a recent article in the Wall Street Journal that said the headline was "Private Student Loan Interest Rates Soar for 5 and 10-year loans." Do you have any advice for young people considering different types of loans or financing for college or trade school?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so glad you mentioned, right? Because higher education doesn't always have to be a college or university. It could be a trade school. And one of the things that I really like to focus on is that as a mission-driven credit union, credit unions really do offer responsible rates. Remember, we're here to be good stewards of our members' money. And as we're educating our local youth, as we're educating families, we're letting them know the importance of what a rate really does mean and how important of a topic that is, so that oftentimes, families make decisions on maybe monthly payments versus rates, on maybe different types of lenders or financial institutions, and really knowing who is out there to serve them. We have found that it's been a really good opportunity of education.
We're also seeing that there's a lot of discussion and news headlines about people younger than college age and how they're managing their money or really don't understand how to manage their money. Are you addressing that in any way?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to tell you, I've been in banking for almost 25 years. And I don't ever remember as a young kid sitting down with my parents and talking about finances. And I actually don't even remember it in school. So we've actually made it a plan to not only reach out to the younger kids, but also embrace it as a family unit. It's so important that in our families, we're not only talking about different things, but we're also including the conversation around money. And that's one of the points that we really want to focus in our workshops whenever we're building the communication with families. We want to make sure that they're comfortable talking to their kids about the different expenditures and that the kids are comfortable asking questions and them knowing that we're also available, not only through conversations, but dropping in one of our branches and really just getting to know us. We're a safe space. Credit unions are a safe space. We're here to help our members, and we're here to really support what's in the best interest for them.
Now, I read a recent story, just to expand on that a little bit, about the fact that most of our schools and our basic curriculum doesn't really discuss financial literacy. And so you just discussed how important it is. Do you guys do anything with the schools to address that?
100%. We have some great partnerships with local schools, with high schools specifically, really being able to complement what is taught with the introduction of money, right? And again, money is a sensitive subject, and we don't always grow up talking about it. And schools, they have a lot of stuff that they need to put into their curriculum. We want to make sure that the schools have a partner with us. And through not only the credit union, but also our CFE, we provide that education. We complement the curriculum that the schools do. Once again, our partnership with UNLV, with the local nonprofits, we really try to go out to the community. We want to be able to be where the community is and be able to talk about all of those things with them.
Diana, I appreciate that. We'll come back from commercial and wrap our interview up. We'll be back on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
The Nevada Builders Alliance has been protecting the interests of the construction industry for over 50 years. Our programs save members thousands of dollars every year and allow them to provide much-needed benefits to their employees. Our industry also allows Nevada to grow. If you're thinking about a career in the construction industry, reach out. And if you haven't thought of a career in construction, what are you waiting for? We are the Nevada Builders Alliance.
Unlock the loop this March at Tamarack Casino. Cash and free play giveaways all month, including a progressive jackpot giveaway up to $20,000 and a guaranteed $20,000 cash winner in the Golden Ticket Finale. Your good times are at Tamarack Casino.
Southwest Specialties has been making the homes and businesses of Nevada beautiful for more than 20 years. Their experienced designers and craftsmen create the walkways, backyards, water features, and a variety of outdoor cooking areas that add curb appeal and value to your investment. Call today or visit them at their website and see how they can make your outdoor spaces special. Southwest Specialties, creative, distinctive, beautiful.
7 at 7 is a newscast built for your smartphone. It's a 7-minute newscast available every weekday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. at lvrj.com. We don't waste your time, and we give you the day's top stories.
We at the RJ have noticed some similarities between us and a certain BTS character, RJ.
Plus the latest in Las Vegas business, weather, health, and entertainment news. 7 at 7 streaming now on your smartphone.
This is Nevada Newsmakers.
We're back on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers. I'm Mike Draper, filling in for Sam Shad, and I'm joined today by Diana Cervantes, the Vice President of Social Impact for SCE Federal Credit Union. Diana, we're coming up on tax season, as I mentioned earlier, and again, this is a time of year, it seems like the one time of year everybody's thinking about money. Money can be an intimidating and, like you said earlier, a sensitive topic. How do we go about starting to feel less intimidated by money issues?
Yeah, that's such a good question. And, I myself get intimidated with money. So it really does happen to all of us. With tax season approaching, really our goal is to make sure that the communities know where to go for resources. And at SCE Credit Union, we want to make sure that people are keeping as much of that money as well. So they're not going to high-cost predatory lenders, that they're really transitioning into a credit union environment, because we want to be there to provide them safe and affordable and responsible products and services. Normally we have found, and there's studies about this, that sometimes low-income families, they don't always get to keep their tax refunds. They actually end up paying very high fees. And by transitioning them into a credit union to be able to bank with us, we're able to not only have them save their money, but we're also able to provide one-on-one coaching and really open up that conversation to see how we can further develop their needs, how we can further develop their dreams. And, one of the things that as a credit union, often people don't know what we offer or what we serve. We're actually a full service financial institution. So if you think of any other larger bank or larger financial institution, we service everything. We offer the same services. The difference is that, we have amazing rates. We have an amazing community that we serve. Our members are really our owners. We have to be good stewards of our members' money, and we partner with local nonprofits, and we build that trust in the communities with those nonprofits. We're out educating, we're working together, we're developing innovative products and services. And that's how we start the conversation, by learning about what people need and really, providing solutions. And if there's any business decisions that we have to make, we make them because our commitment is with our community.
Now, let's switch gears for a minute before we wrap up. There's been a lot of coverage. Fraud is at a crisis level, says one national financial expert. And fraud cost U.S. consumers more than $7 billion in the first 3 quarters of 2023, which is a 5% increase from the same period in 2022. Do you have any tips on how people can be aware of financial fraud and address financial fraud?
Absolutely. And, it's any time of the year you're going to experience some level of a scam or fraud. And it's so important to be able to be aware of this. Research actually shows that if you're aware of fraud that is going on, then you're 80% less likely to engage in it. And, some of the things that we've seen, it affects, grandparents, it affects, cryptocurrency scams, employment scams, romance scams, just online tax scams. There's so many things that are out there, and with advanced technology, people are out there looking for the best thing. We try and we commit to our community to be able to educate them a lot in not only what to look out, but we have so many security features within our accounts, within our credit union, within the people we know who we're serving, and we make sure that we do the best possible job to be able to protect their money and assets.
Like anything else, it sounds like it starts with awareness.
It really does.
Let me ask you one last question before we wrap up. What advice would you give to individuals who are looking to improve their financial literacy and take control of their finances?
Yeah, the best thing to do is ask a lot of questions. We provide a variety of different financial education empowerment workshops. Education is key one, asking questions, really, but asking the questions to the right organizations and reaching out to our credit union. We're available. We support a human digital experience, which means that we have not only secured our technology, but also provided all of our team members the expertise to be able to help you get to that next level. And by educating and that awareness, we really do provide that support to the community to be able to reach their dreams.
Yeah, I know talking to my kids, one of the things that always comes up is they are either intimidated or certainly sensitive. Obviously, they don't feel like the dollars that they're talking about matters or those types of things. And really, it's the act of asking questions and making them feel comfortable has really made a huge difference. So I think what you said starts with asking questions, and the only way to break through that intimidation is to talk about it.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know what? Have your kids attend one of our Mad City Money events. I mean, it's a great opportunity to be able to bring family units together, learn how to make those life decisions later. And as community volunteers, we definitely want to encourage and nudge them and really force them to make those decisions, and they learn from it. A lot of the, quotes and comments that we hear from the kids is, I didn't realize how expensive it was to live on my own. And I think that those kinds of experiences, if we don't have them at home, but we offer them through our Mad City Money events, that really probes the questions, that really probes the experience. And really our goal at the end of the day is to empower our youth and introduce them and really build them awareness to maybe situations or circumstances that they may have not had at home. So definitely an opportunity to do good work.
Well, Diana, thank you so much for chatting with us about these important topics. We'll be back on an all-new Nevada Newsmakers.
Imagine a magical garden that feeds Carson City's hungry and homeless, teaches our high school students agriculture, creates hanging floral displays to beautify downtown, and yet charges nothing. It's not magic. It's the Greenhouse Project. It's real, it's growing, and it needs your help. Go online to carsоncitygreenhouse.org so together we can grow it forward.
Southwest Specialties has been making the homes and businesses of Nevada beautiful for more than 20 years. Their experienced designers and craftsmen create the walkways, backyards, water features, and a variety of outdoor cooking areas that add curb appeal and value to your investment. Call today or visit them at their website and see how they can make your outdoor spaces special. Southwest Specialties, creative, distinctive, beautiful.
Everyone is talking about opioids, but they're not the only drugs that can be harmful if taken in large quantities or not as prescribed. You also need to be aware of side effects from anxiety drugs, muscle relaxants, sleep aids, and stimulants. Mixing prescription drugs with other drugs or alcohol can be dangerous. If you take an Ambien with a glass of wine, it may be enough to stop you from breathing. Prescribed drugs can be just as dangerous as illegal drugs. Take medications only as directed.
Modern boutique Ahern Hotel and Event Center sits at the heart of the Las Vegas Strip. 2 floors of meeting and event space are ideal for groups and conventions. Stay in one of 200 luxurious rooms and suites. Brand your event throughout the property. Flexible event spaces make for easy planning and personalization. Take over the entire hotel with a full buyout option.
Calamity. It lurks around every corner. Or not. That's why UMC Quick Care is around every corner, with locations around the valley. UMC Quick Care, for all your small calamities.
Thank you for joining us on an all-new episode of Nevada Newsmakers. Make sure to visit NevadaNewsmakers.com to watch this episode and all of our archived episodes.